So today we are doing our playthrough of Hercules and the 12 Labors. I'm almost certain at this point we are on video number 6 or playthrough number 6. I know we had a couple of episodes where we reset because of how quickly we lost. So this is definitely several additional plays that we've been in, but recording number 6. We're going to have our first baddie over here, which is going to be the lion. We get our 4 dice to get started. We have our bow of Hercules, and then we're going to get our mood. Let me just double check, make sure everything is in line of sight on the recording. All right, so we are good to go there. Let's go ahead and flip our first mood. So in our first section here, we're going to get a positive mood, which is going to be +1 die. So this is going to be even easier for us. I say even easier, it's just going to be easier. So 5s and 6s hit on the first baddie over here. I could take this 4 and turn it into a 5 by giving up a health. And you know what? I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and have the damage hit. So we're going to go down. It's going to go down to 5. And then on its turn, we are going to take a hit. And the only reason I chose that is because I just don't want to lose too much health right now. And we're so early in the game. And we have extra die. So that's going to be 3 hits right over here. So it's going to go down from 5 to 2. And now on its turn, we're going to go ahead and take a hit. So all we got to do is hit it 1 more time here. Or 2 more times, not 1 more time. Jeez. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. I think that one was supposed to be a 5. Either way, we have 3 at least. So we're going to be able to deal all the damage. And the lion is out. So I'm glad I didn't do this to take more damage for now. I'm going to make sure we go back to our starting set of 4 because this +1 die, it was exclusively for this labor. So now we got our bonus here of 2 health, so that's good. We're also going to have our next ability here, which is that turning the 6 into a 3 or a 3 into a 6. And then we could put any dice down to be able to go ahead and block 1 attack. All right. Let's see. So our next villain here is going to be, I go all the way between villain, baddie, and labor. So just so you guys know here. So this labor here has 6 health, and we need to attack it with a 6. And with 1 less die. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty. So we can turn a 5 into a 6, but it's going to heal on its turn, so there's honestly nothing we can do on this turn. We're just going to go ahead and defend. And then that was essentially a block on their attack, and then they can increase their health, but they're already at their max, so nothing happens in that round. Okay, so we could turn a 3 into a 6, and then we have a 6, so we could deal 2 damage and then do the block. So it's going to go from 6 down to 4, but then go back up to 5, and then we're going to block that attack. So, I mean, we pretty much have to hit it twice every single turn here. It's going to be really tough. And I say that and get nothing pretty much on this turn here. If I do turn this 5 into a 6 and then block, I am going to lose a health, but it's going to keep it at 5 because otherwise it's going to go back up to 6. So we're going to do that. We're going to take a damage. And then it's going to go down to 4, but then go back up to 5. On its turn, and then it's going to attack us, but we get to block that. Okay, so we could take this 3 into a 6. And then we're going to go ahead and take this 5 into a 6. So we're going to deal, I'm going to take a hit on that one. We're going to deal 2 damage, but it's going to heal back up to 2. So that was a wash, but we had to do it anyways, because if not, we are having a rough moment here. So early in the game. Okay, so we have this 3 going into a 6. We have a 6. And then I'm going to just go ahead and attack it again. So I'm going to chink this 5 into a 6. And I'm going to take that hit, right? But I just need to hit this as best I can. Oops, when I can. So it's going to be down from 5 to 2. And then on its turn, it's going to go back up to 3. And then we do have to take the hit this time. But I think I'm okay with that one. I know I'm okay with that one. Okay, so 3 into a 6. And then these are not great. Can't do anything with these ones. So I'm going to go ahead and block 1. So it's going to go from 3 to 2, and then it's going to heal. So it'll go back up to 3, and then we get to block the attack. Yikes. So we could take a 5 into a 6, take a hit, and then we get to block 1. So it's going to go down to 2 and then go back up to 3. So, and then I block its attack. So I had to hit. I have to hit all 3. And I get no hits. Wow. Okay. So we're going to lose. This is not the first time we lost pretty quickly, but that is the name of the game. So we're going to go ahead and reset so quickly because that was a fast game. So obviously we're going to keep this all here together. So I'm going to do a quick reset here for us. And that happens. I mean, it's the mood sometimes that affects it so much, right? Like it would have been easier to lose an extra die on the first labor than the second one, because the second one needs only 6s, and that makes it so much tougher, even with the ability to switch a 3 into a 6. Okay, so... but that's what I love about this game. It's so tough. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, too, 2 things. One, if you do end up wanting to pick up a copy of the game, I'll have a link for you in the show notes. That helps me out. And then second, leave a comment down below for this second run, not the first run, because that was really short. For this second run, how far do you think I'm going to be able to get? Do you think I'm going to get to the second labor again and lose? Do you think I'm going to get to the 10th labor and then lose? Let me know in the comments. All right, so let's see what... So the first thing we're going to have is 2 health go away. And now we're going to go ahead and start. So this one needs 6s and 5s. So we got 2 attacks there. I'm going to play it like I did last round, or I'm not going to take any hearts by increasing those. So it's going to go down to 4, and then we take 1 hit, and then we get to go again. Okay, so we got 3 hits right here. And then, yeah, we're just going to take that, because I could lose a health and take it out, but I'm also going to lose a health next round anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. So I'm just going to go down to 1 here, and then on its turn, we're going to take a hit, and then we'll just roll again. Okay, so we did get a 6. And then that's going to go out. And now we go back to where we were earlier. So we increased our health by 2. And now we have our new ability here. And by the way, because I did have 1 die not make it in the tray. So it is, the way we play here is that all the dice have to have landed in the tray. Whichever ones don't, we just re-roll back into the tray. And if they are on edges here, we also re-roll those. So just kind of something to keep in mind there as we're playing. All right, let's not get completely destroyed again. There's another labor that comes up where, I mean, there's obviously, all of them are tough when we lose an extra die, or lose a die, I should say. But there's definitely this second labor, the Hydra, and then another one later in the game where, yeah, losing that extra die is just so crazy difficult. Okay, I could deal with losing 1 heart. All right, so we are going to have our 4 starting. Let's go. Okay, so we could take this 3 into a 6. Then we're going to take this 5 into a 6, but we do have to give up a heart. And then we'll take this 2 and do a block. So we get to attack it twice with these 2 here. So it's going to go down to 4, and then increase back up to 5. It's going to attack, but we get to do the block. Okay, so we could take this 3 to a 6 again. Pretty much a repeat. This 5 into a 6. We get to take a damage. And then we're going to go ahead and block. All right, so this is going to go down to 3. And then on its turn, it's going to go back up to 4. And then it's going to attack, but we get to block. All right, I'm feeling better. We're not out of the woods yet. 5 into a 6. We're just, I think that was the exact same roll too. 3 to a 6, and then we had 2 2s, I think, last time as well. So we're going to get to deal 2 damage, so it's going to go down to 2. And then on its turn, it's going to go back up to 3. And then it's going to attack, but we get to block. And this is the one where on its next turn it heals twice. So hopefully we can at least heal or attack it twice and break even there. Okay, so we do finally have 1/6 by itself. But these other dice are awful for this turn. I could block, but there's no blocking to be done here anyways. So this is going to go down to a 2. And then on its turn, it's going to go back up to 4. So, damn. There we go. Okay, 2 attacks automatically. And then we're going to do a 5 to a 6. So we had to take another heart. And then this time we're going to block because we're going to get attacked. So it's going to go down from 4 to 1. And now on its turn, it's going to go back up to 2. And then we get to block that attack. Okay. Let's do this. Look at all those 3s. So 3 to a 6. That's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and block. So I can only turn one of those 3s into a 6. So it's going to go down to a 1. And now on its turn, it's going to go back up to a 2. And then I get to block the attack. Okay. All right, so 3 to a 6. There we go. And then we could take a 5 to a 6. We just need to take a health damage, and I don't want to risk going one more turn. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to attack it twice, and we win. Not as easily as I would have hoped. So we do get a 5th die. I got to keep my little tracker here on the side for our starting amounts. And now we have the ability to re-roll 2 dice. Okay. Let's get started on this next round. Okay. At least we got further on this second run over here on this 6th playthrough. So even if we lose this next one, we at least got a little bit further. All right, so this one is going to require 2 of the same face. And pretty early on, we are going to lose a second die, or a die, I should say. Dang, okay, 1, 2, 3 health. That's not good, because that's also going to come and hurt us as well, too. All right, so we just need any 2 of the same facing. So we could take this 3 and turn it into a 6 without costing us anything. So we'll end up having 2 6s. I can re-roll some of these. Oops, that was a 5. I can re-roll these dice. I can also spend 1 heart to then turn one of these over. But I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just re-roll these. I'm going to re-roll these. Just I don't want to spend any more hearts if I don't have to. Okay. So what I will end up spending a heart because I can't re-roll any of these ones, right? So these are going to be stuck here technically. So now I'm going to spend this 1 to a 2 so I can have 2 pairs, but I had to give up a heart. And I have 2 pairs, so it's going to go down to 4. And now on its turn, it's going to go back up to 5. And there was no attacking, so I didn't have to worry about defending. Nice. Ooh, okay. So we got a pair here. And I think I'm going to re-roll the 2 and the 1. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll those because I can turn that 3 into a 6 if it needed, which I don't. So I could go ahead and attack it again. So it's going to go down to 3. And now on its turn, we're going to lose a die for the remainder of this labor. That's what that icon there is. It's the hexagon with the lightning bolt. All right, so we got a pair. And then I think I'm going to just re-roll right now the 4. I won't re-roll the 6 just yet, but if I re-roll the 4, it could be a 3 or a... Oh, wait, no. See, that's why I should wait. Because if it turns into a 3, I can't... Well, I could turn the 6 into a 3. That's why I was like, wait. And if it turns into a 5, I can turn the 6 into a 5. But I had to give up a heart for that one. I'm going to re-roll the 4 first. I just don't want to lose any more hearts. Okay, that was great. So I didn't choose to do anything with this one yet. So I'm going to take this 6 and turn it into a 3. And now I can attack twice. So it's going to go down to 1. And now in its turn, it's going to heal 1 time. So it's going to go back up to 2. On my next turn, it can hit me twice if I don't take it out this round. And that was not a great roll. Okay, let's see. I'll hold the 3 aside. And I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe re-roll the the 4 and the 2, because the 1 I can technically turn into a 6, because this one particular power gives me the option to go from a 6 to a 1 or a 1 to a 6. And I think that's just going to give me better odds. Worst case, I can also defend at least one of the attacks. Okay. Just here. Okay, so those 2 are there. So I could just turn this 3 into a 6. And not have to pay any health and then just block. Or can I just take them both out? Is there a way to do this mathematically? Yeah, I could do that. So I could turn this 3 into a 6. So I'll match those up. And then I could take this 1 into a 2. And I'd lose 1 health to do this. But either way, even if I attacked once and I could block 1, I would still get hit with 1. So this would just be a better move to do anyway. So I'm going to take this 1 and turn it into a 2. Lose 1 health. And then I'm going to take this 3 and turn it into a 6. Wherever it is. There we go. So now I can attack twice, and I take out the labor. Okay. So I get to have 3 health. 1, 2, 3. And now I have the opportunity to increase my divinity, which is this fire flame here. And, oh, I get my 5th die back. So with that one, I need 2 4s, and I can increase my divinity by 1. And I do need to have that divinity at the very top in order to win the game, because even if I get to the 12th labor and not have it at the top, I do not win. And I want to win. Ah. Okay. I got to do a little bit of extra shuffle now because of my hands dropping stuff. Okay. Let's see what our next mood is. Dang it. 1, 2. You know, this is like the least of the bad sometimes, but depending on where I am with my health, I have to not be able to take certain actions. So left here, I need 2 dice to equal a 3rd die exact. And then on the right, I need I need the dice to equal out exactly 12. I don't think it says I have to be just 2 dice. I think it could be the 3. I think I checked on this last time too. Hold on. You need a combination of dice that add up to exactly the number shown. So it could be 3 dice, but it has to exactly equal 12. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. I want you definitely like taking out that left one first. So I need 2 dice to equal out the 3rd dice. And these are some high numbers here. So I could technically deal damage to the one on the right now, but I definitely don't want to do that right now. I could take this 3 and turn it into, the 6 and turn it into a 3, and I could do 3 plus 3 is 6. And then I can also defend one of the attacks that's going to come in. Or I could just re-roll these 2 dice and see what I get. I'm just going to re-roll these 2 dice first before I flip the 6 into a 3, just to see what happens. Nice. Okay, so I don't even have to turn that 6 into a 3. I already flipped that. I guess it won't really make a difference. So I'm going to go ahead and block. That's all I can do. Okay, so this one's going to go down from 3 to 2. And then the monster is going to hit me 3 times, but I get to block 1 of them. So 1, 2. Not great. Okay. Now I'm not having to worry about attacking the one on the right because it's going to heal next turn, but it can only go to a max if it's starting health. So nothing to worry on that one. So I got 3 plus 3 is 6. Then I might as well just block that next attack because we need to protect ourselves. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go 3 to 1, and then this one's going to attack us, but we get to block it, and then that one just increases its health. All right, now the one on the left we got to take out, otherwise we're going to lose a die for the remainder of this labor. Okay. So we could take a 6 and turn it into a 3. And then we could do 3 plus 3 is 6, and then we don't have to worry about defending, but what we will do is re-roll the 6 and the 2 to hopefully get 2 4s, and we can increase our divinity. Didn't happen. Okay, so we take out the dice on the left here. This one goes down. Now we just cannot defend on our next turn, which is technically okay, but we got to take this baddie out because we can't go a second step over. We have not enough health. Okay, so we got 1 attack here. Oh my gosh, these are low numbers. And if I can't defend on my next turn, it's going to go down to 1 health, which means I can't go into another one. This is not great, which means I can't do the +/-1. Ooh, team. Okay. We're just going to have to hope for the best. I'm going to re-roll these 2 here. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I can also do because it just has to equal 12. I forgot about that for a second. Okay, so that is 12. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, okay, so I can only hit it 1 time right now. So that's going to go down from a 3 to a 2. And now in its turn, it's going to hit me twice, which means I had to hit it both times. Otherwise, we lose. Yikes. I do not like these numbers. I do not like them at all. Okay, we're going to re-roll the 1s because they're so low. So low. Okay, so what do we got here? So we got, I don't think we're going to get it here. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's... Yeah, because I just rolled this 3, right? I didn't already have it because I would have turned it into a 6 automatically. Yeah, those were the 2 rolls. Because once I manipulate a die, I can't manipulate it again on the blue squares. Because that's... And it has to be exact. I think we just lost again. My gosh. We got to the 4th labor. Part of me just wants to do another run here. I like going out on a blaze of glory here, so let's make sure we... So 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could technically block 1. And then I'll go down, this will go down to 1. And then on its turn, it's going to attack twice. I defend once, but I end up dying. So we go out on a blaze of glory. Oh my gosh. 2 runs back to back. Let's do a 3rd because I'm crazy like that. And see what happens. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I gotta move these back in their order here. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do a 3rd run. It's gonna be maybe a long video, especially if I can make it to the very end. This is gonna be a very long video. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I gotta tell you though, I am thoroughly enjoying this game. I have actually had the setup for the game here on this same table for a long time. I don't want to tell you how many days in a row that I have not taken this game down, even though it's honestly a fairly easy game to like set back up and like package back up in its box. I guess leaving it all here just gets me to want to, record and play again. So if it looks like it's all the same, it's because it is. And it's just days later that I'm coming back in when I can to play. Okay, so let's see what our first mood is. Taking one health. Let's just go start. And we did this last time where we're like, you know what, we're gonna play quick and rough here. So we're gonna take this 4 into a 5, lose 1 health, and then we're gonna attack this twice. So it's going down to 4, and then we take 1 L on our health. All right, we got 5 and 6. I think we're just gonna keep those 2 because that's all we could do. And then it's gonna go down to 2, and then we take 1. All right, let's get this lion out of here. All right, there we go. Lion is lying on the ground for us. We heal twice. 1, 2. Okay. There we go. Got the first labor baddie monster boss man out of here. Okay. Let's go Hydra. Let's do this. All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, -1 to all dice. That pretty much makes this impossible. I got to tell you. I got to be honest. I mean, we could still probably do it, but oh my gosh, this is going to be so hard. Our moods today. Okay, so this is going to go from a 2 to a 1, 2 to a 1, a 4 to a 3, which actually does help. But then the 6 goes down to a 5, which sucks. Okay, so this 3 to a 6, this 5 to a 6. I do have to give up 1 health. And then I'm going to go ahead and block 1. So this is going to go down to 5 after its turn here, and then we get to block. Oh boy. Okay, 3 to a 2, a 2 to a 1, a 2 to a 1. Wow, those are some low numbers. All right, I could take a 1 and turn it into a 6. I had to give up a health for that. And then we're going to go ahead and block. So it's going to stay neutral there. That was a break-even turn for us. Okay, so maxed out. And then these go to 4. And then we're going to have the same thing happen. Yeah, this is going to be nearly impossible. So it's a break-even for us. It's going to heal twice on this turn. Jeez. Okay, that's maxed out. These are 4. Man, this is a tough game here. It's going to heal twice, so there's no point of losing any health on that. There's nothing else we can do here. All right, so it's going to go back up to 6. Jeez. Okay. 2 to a 1, 1's max, 3 to a 1. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. So 1 can go to 6. And then we're going to block with 1 of these and then go down on health. So it's going to go down. Wait, I shouldn't even do this because if I can't even do 1, I'm just going to block. I'm going to go back up on my health. So I'm just going to block the attack. I think we're going to lose this twice on Hydra. Come on, man. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this. There's no way for us to... I mean, I could block. I'm pretty sure we lost. I mean, yeah, even if we get... I mean, there's no way. And it's not because I was speeding through this. It's just that -1 on this turn, or losing that die last time, was just so killer for us. So I could turn this 1 into a 6. I have to give up a health. We're going to lose, but you know me. We're going to go out with a blaze of glory. So it's going to go down to 4, but then it's going to heal to 5, and then we block the attack. Wow. So 2 to 1, 4 to 3, 6 to 5, 2 to 1. Okay, so 3 to 6, 5 to 6, and then we could block. Well, it doesn't matter. So it's going to go down from 5 to 3, and then we lose again. Team, I haven't lost that many times in that short amount of time so quickly. That's how impactful the mood cards are in this game, that it really shifts everything in this game. This monster in particular is so difficult to go after with -1 on all rolls and 1 less die. Like, it's just so much. Do I want to do one more shot? I think we're going to do one more shot. I'm looking at the timestamp here, and we're only at 30 minutes. And if I make a 30-minute one, it's obviously easy to tell that we haven't gotten very far. So prior to people knowing how many times we failed, but we're going to keep it chucking because that's how we play here. That, maybe you think we're going to go the distance. You were fooled. You were so fooled. I was fooled too, don't worry. But hopefully you're enjoying our failures here, seeing the opportunities and how difficult it can be. And sometimes it's the luck of the dice roll, right? Sometimes it is the decisions we make. Sometimes when we choose to take damage on our health, that has an impact later in the game. Sometimes when we choose not to take health impacts, that actually benefits us later as well too. So it's all strategy / luck. No, sorry, that didn't make any sense. It's some strategy, some luck, some opportunity for a good time. So we're going to start off with losing 3 health. 1, 2, 3. We got our 6 die here. And then we start off with our 4. We need, that's there. We got 5s and 6s to deal damage. So we deal 1 damage. And I think we're going to just start off like that. So we're going to go from 6 down to 5. And then on its turn, we're going to take 1 hit. All right, we got 2 6s. So we're going to deal 2 damage. And then on its turn, we're going to take 1 hit. Okay. All right, we got 2 damage here. And I can go ahead and finish up the game, or this round, by dealing 1 extra health on my end. Because otherwise it's going to go back up to 2 health. So let's just take this guy out. So we're going to go from a 1 to a 6. Lose a health. We're going to take the lion out. Okay. So we gain our 2 health. Whoop, whoop. Maybe that's why I was losing. I wasn't making that fun health increase sound all this playthrough. If you watch my other playthroughs, I make silly sounds with the health going up. Okay. Hey, look who it is again. It's Hydra. Okay, that's a good die. That any or power, mood, anything. So that means when a die goes on here, I can put it to any face I want. All right, so we do need 6s. So we got a 6 there. We got this 3 that can turn into a 6. Oh man, I'm gonna hurt this thing. I'm going to take this 1 and turn it into a 6. I do have to lose a health. I know this is not the most advantageous way to do this, but I don't care. I'm so upset with this Hydra. I can hit it 4 freaking times on the first go. Good. So now on its turn, it's going to heal 1, and it will give me the damage because I can't block it, but I don't care. I'm so upset. So mad. Okay, so 3 to a 6. I don't know if I'll be as aggressive with the rest of these, so give me a sec. Because I probably want to block at this next one. And then I could turn this 2 into a 6. I was about to say 3. And then I could take it out. But let me not lose more health. So we're going to deal 2 damage. So it's going to go down to 1. And then on its turn, it's going to heal 1. So it's going to go back up to 2. And then I defend its attack. Okay, so we got 1 attack, and then we could turn anything into 6, and boom, we took it out. Get out of here. All right, and then we're going to flip over our bow as well, just for the aesthetics. We do get our 5th die. Get that in there. Okay. Wow. I was a little upset with the Hydra there. Man, what is this? Our 3rd or no? This is our 4th run in this 6th playthrough. My gosh, I'm loving this game so much. All right, we got the 6 health here, and what is our starting mood? Losing 1 health. Okay, that's fine. Losing a die is always the worst on this one. Not on this one, but on a couple of them. Wow, we got 1 of everything. Let's see. So I could turn this 3 into a 6. So I'll have 2 matching. And then I'm kind of just thinking to re-roll 2 dice, or I can take a health damage. It's going to heal 1, so I shouldn't even do that. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll the 4 and the 5. Okay, so those were rolled there. I am going to now do the damage here for myself and pump this up to a 3 to hit it twice. So it's going to go down from 6 to 4, and then it's going to heal 1. So it's going to go back up to 5. Yikes. What is with these rolls here? So I'm going to keep the 3 aside. I think I'm going to re-roll for sure the 1. I think maybe the 5. Yeah, let's just do that. The 1 and the 5. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. Wait. What was I going to do with this one here? If I was going to turn this... okay. I'm going to do it this way then. I think I messed up on something, but we're going to attack it once with that one. We're going to turn this 2 into a 3 by giving up a health. And then, so we're going to hit it twice. So it's going to go down to 3 from 5. And then we're going to, doesn't matter about the defense, I guess. Didn't even notice. Okay, that one was at a corner. Man, let's do 3 to 6. Wait, hold on. If I do a 3 to 6, these two are not matching. But I could technically, re-roll. Yeah, let me re-roll these before I turn that 3 into a 6. Okay, so I have matching 3s, so I wouldn't have to do that. But I still have this 4. Okay, I actually know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this 3 and turn it into a 6. And then I'm going to take this 4 and turn it into a 3. I do have to give up 1 health. That way we have matching 6s and matching 3s. It's going to go down to 1, and then it's going to heal, so it's going to go back up to 2. All right, matching, and then boom. There we go. 3 into a 6. And then we match it and take it out. Let's go. Okay, we healed 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We're getting back to the boar. Is this the one we lost on the last one? Yes, I think it is. Yes, this is the one we lost last time on. Let's see how we do. I think, we lost because of the health. But we went out. We always go out on a blaze of glory. We do as much damage as we can. So the left side, we need 2 dice to equal the third. And then on the right, we need exactly 12 on the total of all the dice combined. We got an any dice. That's a good one. Okay, 5 is our starting. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative. All right, see, 2 plus 3 is 5. We always want to take out the... Oh, shoot, we don't have a 5. I thought I did. I guess we could do 3 plus 3 is 6. And then I could defend, which I will probably want to do. But before I for sure lock that in, let me just re-roll the 2 and see what I get. I got a 1. Ooh, I could do 3 plus 1 is 4. And then I could take this and attack the other side. But I had to lose 3 health. And that's going to heal itself. Because I really want to take off this left side. How fun. Yeah, if I turn this 3 into a 6, I could deal damage on both sides. But I'm going to have to take a hit. Let's try it. Let's go for it. So this is going to go down to a 2. And this is going to go down to a 2. If we lose because of health, that was the mistake, right? So we're going to turn that into 3. 1, 2, 3 hits. I already regret that decision so quickly. Okay. 2 plus 2 is 4. So we're going to do that 1 damage here. And then I can actually hit this again. So we're going to turn this 5 into a 6 without having to give up any health. So each one is going to go down. There we go. Okay. So now on its turn, it's going to hit me once on this side. And this one's going to go back up to 2. But it's down 1 extra than, I would say normal. We'll see if our decisions pay off here. I know I can manipulate one of the die. So I could do 2 plus 3. And then I can give up a health. And make this at 6. Or I can re-roll. But that would risk it. I don't need to attack it on the next one. But it would be nice. I just don't need to. I just won't be able to block those 2 heart attacks. Because that will turn into a 3. And then, yeah, if I re-roll, I can't gain that. I think I'm going to do this, yeah. I'm going to turn this 5 into a 6 by giving up a heart. And then I'm going to turn this 2 into a 3. So I could do 2 plus 3 is that. And then these 2 here. So that's going to go down to 1. And that one's going to be taken out. And now on the next turn here, I won't be able to defend. So I like that I did that move because it's going to be pretty easy with this one here to get at least a total of 12 with all of these dice. And I can just do it with these two. So before we finish up here, I'm going to turn this 3 into a 4 without costing me anything. And then I'm going to go ahead and increase my divinity by 1. And then we're going to take out this baddie. And there we go. All right. We finally got past the boar. 1, 2. And then we got our 6th die over here. We do now add a new mood. This one covers up 1 reward. And then we take out the one that does the -1 on all the die rolls, or on the first set of dice that get rolled. Okay, so we have either the left side, which is the 2 dice of the same face, heal twice, or on the right side, 2 hearts. You give up 2 heart to have 1 dice have 2 of that same face value, which right now we need health. Get out of here. We need some health. We're gonna heal. Hopefully we can heal. Because next up we got the stables, it looks like. This is the 5th. The 5th. Man, this one needs 1s to be able to deal damage. That's so crazy to me. All right, come on, something good. Dang it. 1, 2. I was hoping for that any die face. And then we have our 6 as our starting. Okay, so we got 1. We're always going to go to the one on the left, by the way. We are going to get attacked, so we'll definitely be doing some defending. We can turn this 2 into a 1. We can also heal. We got to do that. And then I'm going to re-roll the 6 and the 4 for now. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got a 6 and a 2. So we're going to take this, turn it into a 1 by giving up a heart. We're going to increase our health by 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to take one of these and defend as well. So we're going to be able to attack on this left side twice. So it's going to go down from 5 to 3. And then it's going to attack us twice, but we get to do 1 defense. Okay, that was a solid roll. Solid roll. Okay, we got 1 attack here. We can do some more healing. We could technically take this 6 into a 1, and then I'm going to re-roll the 4 and the 6 because if I could do more damage, I want to do more damage. What? It's so wild to me when I roll and I get exactly what I had just rolled. Okay, so 6 into a 1. Go down on our health. We're going to increase our health by 2. 1, 2. We're still going to defend here. So we're going to attack twice. So this is going to go from a 3 to a 1. And now on its turn, it's going to attack, but we defend. And on this side, it's going to go back up to 2 health. Okay. Okay, we got 1 attack here. We could increase our divinity, but it is going to go down at some point if we can't take out that baddie. So I think we're going to do some healing. This can be a 1, so we could take this guy out for sure. And let me roll the 5 before I roll the 4, just because this might determine different things. Okay, so that was a 2. I'm just checking on things. There's no point of attacking the one on the right. So at this point, I might as well roll the other die for the reroll, because if it's a 1, I don't have to spend the money or the heart to do that. It was a 6. Okay. Okay, I see what I could do. I can now move over the 2 4s to increase our divinity. Have the 6s heal, and then I can take this 2 and turn it into a 1. So that's still going to make me lose a heart, but this one would have been 2 hearts on my spirit. This one's going to be 1 heart. So I could have defended, but I like this move better. So I'm going to turn this 1 or 2 into a 1. I'm going to heal twice. Whoop, whoop. And then I'm going to increase our divinity by 1, even though I know it's going to go down here in just a sec. So that one is taken care of. This one goes down here. It's going to attack us once and increase its health, but it's already at its max. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. That was a great roll. Look at that. Ooh. Yes. Okay. I'm I'm going to continue to do some healing here. And then I could either for sure get a 4th hit, bringing it down to 4, but it's already going to get the divinity. I can't stop that unless I reroll 2 dice, but I'd rather heal. So I think I'm going to do a... And then the next one doesn't do anything against me temporarily, and it's just going to block the health recovery. So I'm going to actually just reroll this 6 to not have to spend a heart, just in case. Dang it. Okay. All right, so let's increase our health by 2. Whoop, whoop. And then this is going to go down from 5 to 2. And now on its turn, it's going to go ahead and decrease our divinity. All right. Ooh, there we go. So we can go ahead and take it out by turning this 2 into a 1. But before we do, what do we got here? We got some healing we can do. We could do a reroll on the 3 and the 6 for now. Let's just do that. Nice. We don't have to spend any health. And then we could take these and do nothing with them. Okay, so let's increase our health. Whoop, whoop. And then we deal damage. And we took out the stables. Okay, what do we get here? All right, 3 health. 1, 2, 3. I'm loving our health being re-increased. I don't think I've ever chosen the one on the right over here because that one says place a dice here, lose it for the roll to change one other die to any value of your choice. That just seems so extreme to me. It would make more sense if I had to give up a die, but then got to change all the rest of these, or like, you know, a set number of them or something. That to me just seems way too risky. I'm going to go ahead. But then there are times when like we run into situations like the 1. That would have been great if we absolutely needed a 1. We could give up a die and guarantee. But this gives us... So the left one is more with luck. The right side is more of a guarantee. Well, it is a guarantee for something, but I had to give up a die. I do have 6, but I can obviously lose them in the mood, which I won't flip until after I choose my reward. And I had to give up something too. And I know what some of the rewards are going to be coming up as well too. If this is your first playthrough with me, you might not know, but yeah, we kind of know what some of the rewards are. And as we get further along, it's harder to remember which those ones are, because these ones obviously we keep playing with often, so it's easy to remember, oh, this is what the boar gives us, or this is what the lion gives us, and all that. Man, I'm so glad our health has increased back up. Okay. Something tells me I should go with this. Guarantee. But this is a reroll. Guarantee a reroll. I have a lot of dice, or a lot of things here that need like 2 dice, and having to give up at least 1 die just seems just unbearable for me at the moment. All right, let's see what our next mood is. -1 die. Dang it. And see, that other one would almost be completely useless on this one. Ugh, this one is so tough. Ugh, okay, so this one, I essentially need to take out the outer sides first, and then take care of these ones, because this here has a tracker thing that moves all the yellow die 1 space forward except for itself. But on the outer ones, that would spell out doom. So we gotta deal with that. Okay, so now we only got 5 die because of our -1 here. Let's go. Okay, so we need 3s and 6s to take out the ones on the outside. I'm almost thinking I re-roll these with this 3 here, because it's only manipulating that 3 die, and these get to do a re-roll. So let's just do that first. Oh my gosh, is that literally the same thing or close to it? That's insane. Okay, I'm gonna leave this 3 over here just so I remember that I already spent that re-roll. Obviously, this 5 can be a 6, this 4 can be a 3, and these 2s can be 3s as well, I guess. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm thinking Let's just go ahead and re-roll these 2 2s. Wait, no, hold on. I'm going to hold on to the 2 2s because I can potentially heal. Let's do the 4 and the 5. Okay, so we got a 6. We have the 3 over here. And then we're going to go ahead and, so I'm going to attack that. I'm going to spend a heart to increase that to from a 5 to a 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and heal because that's all I can do left. 1, 2. Okay, so the one on the left here is taken out. I won't be able to defend next round. I take 1, 2 hits. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, we got all 3 hits right over here for this one. And now we got to focus on taking out the one over here that needs the 6s. Do I re-roll? Oh, you know what? I can take this 3 and just do an automatic re-roll for these 2, which end up being 5s. Nice. And then I can re-roll them by themselves if I wanted to. I can't defend this round, so I almost might as well heal, but I need to take this thing out too. So this one's going to have enough to take out. Okay, so I'm going to spend a 5. Wait, did I? Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a 5 to turn it to a 6 by giving up a health. And then this one I can do a re-roll with, because if nothing else, I can at least do nothing with it. Dang it. Okay, because I can't defend anyway. So this one's out. This one drops down to a 3. And then this is going to hit 2 damage. 1, 2. And then this one forces this one up 1 more. And I think we had to still take that 2 damage again. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, so we got 2 6s, and we got this 3 that can turn into a 6. So that's going to take that one out. And now we need 2 3s. So I can guarantee a 3 here, or I can just do it. First off, I have 2 6s. I can take one of these and just do a reroll. Okay, so that's there. And then I could just re-roll these or guarantee with a loss of health and then re-roll the 3rd one or the next one. So I'm going to do that. How many freaking times is that going to happen? Jeez. All right, so I give up a health and I can deal 1 damage here. So that's going to be taken out. This is going to go from 4 down to 3. Oh, and then I'm going to go ahead and defend with this one. So on its turn, it's going to attack twice, but I get to defend once. And now I have to take that out. Otherwise, we lose. Not to the birds. We can't lose to the birds. Oh, dang it. It used to be 3. I'm not liking this. Okay, so 6 to 3. That's 1. I can for sure take this 2 and change it into a 3. And then I can re-roll 2 dice, but I can also first roll them and then roll them again. So, I mean, I have to take this 2 into a 3. So I have to give up a heart for that one. And then, yeah, this is like, there's nothing else I can do except this last action here. So before I do the rolls here, I'm going to do this roll where I put 1 dice here and then I roll these ones. Yes. Okay, cool. We got it. We got it. We got it. Oh, look, and we get to heal because we got 2 1s. Yay. So let's heal twice. That was an unexpected one there. I honestly thought we were going to lose. I'm not going to lie. I thought we were donezo with the birdzo. All right, so with the birds, we heal 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We do go up on our divinity by 1, and then we get a next die here, so we're going to be at 7. Okay. And then I think with this one, we could take 1 dice and turn it into any face we want. We could block 2 with a 5. I think we're going to take the 1 into anything we want. And then let's go. All right, number 7. We're on the 7th one. So this, what, 3rd or 4th playthrough? Or not playthrough, 3rd or 4th run here. Almost certain this is the 4th run. What do you think we're going to get to? Are you right? Are you correct? Okay, so the bull here has 2 6s. And this one needs 3 plus something, has to be equal to or less than the total. So I bring this out every time, but I'll just read it just so you have better clarity, mostly for myself. So a 3 plus a die must be equal to or less than the third die. Yeah, because that makes it really tough. Okay, and what is our mood? Yay! Okay, so our initial is 7, and then we got an 8th die. That is great. I love it. Oh, reroll that one because it went off. Okay, so we need 3s to be able to even do this, right? So then we need, what do we got? I mean, at the best, it had to be 3 plus 3 to be 6. So we're going to have to definitely do some re-rolling here. So I'm going to take one of the 3s that we're going to be keeping, and I'm going to re-roll these 4 dice. Hopefully that we get some good numbers here. Nice. We got some 6s, and then we can also heal, which I think is a good plan here. So we're going to do 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 3 is 6. So this one's going to go down from 6 to 4. And then we get to heal 2 times. Whoop, whoop. I like having this extra die. Can I have it every round? Oh, and then on its turn, it's going to hit us once. Owie. Okay, we got some nice low numbers here, but no 3s, so we got to figure that out. So 3 plus 2 would be 5. Do we have another 5 in there? Oh, there's a 3, sorry. So 2 plus 3 is 5. And then we got some other numbers here. So I'm thinking I take this 3 and I re-roll the rest. So we could give up a heart to turn this 2 into a 3. Or actually, I could just do that automatically. But let me re-roll the 5 and the 1 real quick and see what we get. 2 5s. Okay, we can heal with that. And without having to spend a heart, we get to do a 2 into a 3. And so we have twice over. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. Before I forget, let me heal. Whoop, whoop. And then it goes from 4 down to 2. We attack twice, and then it heals 1 time, so it goes back up to 3. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. We got a 3 plus 1. That's a nice low set. Can we do that? I see a 3 plus 2 would be 5. Oh, I like these lower numbers here too. Oh, I could take this 6 and turn it into a 3. And then 3 plus 2 would be 5 again. That's backwards, but nonetheless. And then we have the ability to turn, let's just take this 5 into a 1, and then we can do some more healing. Because healing is going to be good. Whoop, whoop. And then we attack twice, so that goes from 3 down to 1 on that die. And then we're going to get hit 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So good thing we're healing. Okay, we got a 3. Got a 1. Oh, we got another 3, so let's see here. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 1 could be 4. So I know I could just change 1 die into anything, but before I do that, let me just re-roll those 3 dice just to see what we get, right? Hold on. Wait a second. Oh yeah, because I just went on a 4. Okay. Wow, these are some low numbers. Okay, so I can't manipulate this 5 anymore. I can take this 3 and turn it into a 4. I can hit it twice because 3 plus 1 is 4, and then I can heal again. So I'm going to take these 2 1s and heal. 1, 2, whoop, whoop. And then it's going to go down 1 here and then go down to a 5. I'm going to go to the right over here, which means it's going to increase its health back up to 6. But it's okay. We got this. We got this. That extra die is helping us heal, because without that extra die, we'd at max can attack twice, and that's it. That's all we could do. All right, I had to go ahead and adjust, so we should be good now. Let's roll. All right, we got some 3s. We got a 3 plus 3 is 6. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. So we can attack twice. And then I could either choose to increase my divinity or increase my health. I think right now we're going to go ahead and turn the 6 into a 4. And let's go ahead and increase our divinity, because we're going to lose one this round, but we have to increase it at some point. So it's going down to 4 for his health. We get hit twice. 1, 2. And then we go to the next round. Yeah, I think that was a good move. I hope it was a good move. Let's see, we could do 3 plus 3 is 6 by converting this 6 into a 3. And then we might have to re-roll some of these dice. I could increase the divinity again, but I won't do it just yet, so we gotta see how we can manage with the rest of these. I'm going to take the 6, and then I'm going to re-roll these 3 dice. Okay, so we got another 3 here. We got 3 plus 3. Okay, so this is the tough part. How do we figure this out? I could take this 5 into a 1. And then we could do 3 plus 1 is 4. And then that 3 plus 3 is 6. So it's going to go down. So we're going to increase our divinity by 1, and then we attack it twice, so it goes down from 4 to 2. And then on its turn, it's going to take our divinity back down. But that's okay. All right, let's go. All right. Okay, there we go. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then 3 plus 3 is 6. And then we got these 2 dice. So I could heal, or I can try to increase the divinity again. And healing is going to be more, I mean, I can't say more important. I need the divinity to win the game. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to re-roll these 2 dice just to see what we get. So we got 2 5s. So that would be a guaranteed heal, or I can re-roll them again, but I can't manipulate them once I do that. So I'm going to just get my guaranteed heal. I was hoping to do divinity, but that's fine. Take out the health over here, and we get to go to the next round. But before we do that, I just got to make sure we got 5, 6, 7. Take out that extra die here, which we then now get it as an official die. That's cool with me. That's cool with me. Okay, we had to also remove 1 prior reward, and then our next reward, we either can do plus minus on 1 die without costing us anything health-wise, and then plus 1 to all of our die. And one of the things we're going to get with our stuff here, I think we're going to do plus minus without having to take health. That's going to come in, obviously, throughout the game. We got, oops. So I got this one here that has a 6 on both sides of the health tracker, and then we need a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What is our mood? 3 health. 1, 2, 3. I think I'll take that over like losing a die. Although the -1 would be so handy for this one, just because the higher numbers are not going to do well for us. Okay, so it has to be exactly 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I mean, I can increase divinity. I can heal. We're going to hit 3 hits in the next turn, by the way. I could take one of these and face it into anything I want. I'm just wondering if I can attack twice. I like attacking twice when I can, but I don't want to push it if it's not going to be a possibility. I could also just choose to re-roll, so I could take like this 1 and just reroll these, which I might do because these are such high numbers. Ooh, much better. Okay. So we could do 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3 with the one that is on the rerolls. That was a great one. And then for my next trick, I'm going to take this 2 and take it into a 4. And then I am going to go ahead and increase our divinity by 1. And then I'm going to hit this left side over here twice. So it's going to go down to 4. And then on its turn, heal that on that side. And then this goes 3 attack. 1, 2, 3. All right. That's a great reroll. Okay, so I got 1, 2. Obviously, we could take this 4 into a 3 if we needed to. We got another 1. These high numbers are not great. I'm wondering if I should just keep one of the 4s aside because I can guarantee that to be a 3. And I guess I can make one of these into a 2. And then I can heal. And block. Yeah, let's just do that because it's not costing me any health to be able to do these things. So that's going to go into a 3. This is going to go down to a 2. So we got, wait, hold on. How did I do that wrong? I'm missing a 3. Hold up. Wait a minute. This was a 4. This was something, but I was going to turn it into a 2. So I'll just leave that one because I know I need that one for sure. I'm going to need another 3. So if I do this one into a 3, I'll still need another one. So I'm going to make that a 3. And I'll take this 2 and I'm going to re-roll these 5s. Let me re-roll. I'm going to re-roll this 5 by putting it in this box. Dude, what is up with that? And then, should I just heal then? And not attack twice? No, I'm going to risk that. That was a terrible risk. What have I done? Yikes. Okay. I definitely made a mistake, but that's okay. We make mistakes. It's okay. So, because I can only attack once, I might as well heal. And then I'm going to go ahead and block that other attack. Oy, that was a little rough. 1, 2. And then this goes from 4 down to 3. And then it's going to attack me 1, 2 times, but I get to defend one of them. And then we roll again. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, don't like these high numbers, man. Okay. I think I'm going to definitely have to re-roll these dice. So I'm going to spend one of my 3s here. Okay, we got a 1, 2, 3. And then we got a 1. Obviously, we got the 3 over here. And then we could take this 3 and turn it into a 2. And then we have 2 6s, so I can heal, because they're going to each heal themselves as well, too, at this point. So I might as well just be protecting myself as well. So let's heal twice. 1, 2. Whoop, whoop. And then we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that goes down to a 1. And then on its turn, this one heals. And then this one heals too, but it's already at its max. All right, and the one on the bottom, if we do not take it out this round, we do lose a die for the remainder of the Slaver. Shake, 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 Sonora. Shake it all the time. Okay, we got a 1, 3, and then another 1, 3. Obviously, we can make one of these into a 2, but I don't want to do that just yet. I mean, I could take one of these 3s and make, or sorry, one of these 6s and make it into a 2, into a 3, and then I could take this 3 and make it into a 2, and then guarantee these hits. Oh, I'm gonna take this 6 and do that with it. Okay, so hopefully this will make sense. Even though I already have enough 3s, the reason I had to convert this one into a 3 is because then I can convert this 3 into a 2 without losing any health. And then I can make this 6 into a 2, and then I can heal with these. Oh, I lose a die on that side too. Okay, I forgot about that. And then I can heal with this one. Okay, so let's do that. So let's heal twice. Whoop, whoop. And we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's going to take this one out. Okay. And then on its turn, we do lose 1 die for the remainder of this round, but at least we got one of those out of here and didn't lose 2 die. That was kind of cool. So we got, let's see, 1, 2, and then we could take this 6 into a 3. Then we got a 2. And then we can make this into a 3, and we can make this into a 1, and then we can defend on our next turn. Okay. So that's going to be a 3, I said. And then we're going to make this into a 1. Okay. So we can attack twice. And then we're going to defend. So it's going to go from 6 to 4, but then it's going to heal on its turn, so it's going to go back up to 5, and then it's going to attack, but we do block it. I was about to move it too. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. So that's 1 attack there. Wow, nice. 1, 2, 3. No manipulation needed. We're going to go ahead and defend on that one. So it's going to go from 5 down to 3. And then on its turn, it's going to attack twice, but we only take 1 hit. That was good. Can we do that again? Can we do that exact roll again? Okay, we got 2, 3. We could take a 6 into a 1. Oh, wait, we can't do it with that power. It has to be the other one. We could take a 6 into a 3. We also can take the 4 into a 3 as well. Okay, let me take this 2 and then just re-roll the rest. Actually, should I just re-roll all of them? Because that's a guaranteed 3. No, I'm going to re-roll all of them. Okay, so we got 2. Okay, so we could take this 2 into a 1. And then we could take this 4 into a, let's see, what do we need here? So 2 into a 1. We already have a 2 here, which can do this. And then this 4 is going to turn into a 1. So we can hit twice again. And then we're going to go ahead and defend. So it's going to go down from a 3 to a 1. And on its turn, it's going to attack, but we take no hits. All right, 1 hit. 1 more hit. We got this. Okay. I got 1 and 3. And we could just turn one of these into a 2. We can increase our divinity, and we can heal. Oh, we have to manipulate 1 die. Okay, so this 3 into a 2. We're going to increase our health by 2. 1, 2. We're going to increase our divinity by 1. And then we got 1, 2, 3. Take this one out. And we got it. Okay, let's see. What is our starting pool here? It's supposed to be 8. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We heal twice. 1, 2. And then we add a new mood in and take out a different one. Dang, that one's crazy. Okay. We had to take out Enraged, which I think actually was somewhat helpful for us. Well, depending on the round, right? Like the +1 would not have helped us in this last round because we needed such low numbers. I mean, I guess if it was a couple of 1s. No, because then that'd be all the 1s. Go to a 2. Okay, so I could choose to either flip the die 1 die front to back, or I may redraw the mood card. And some of these mood cards are pretty intense. I don't know. I'm thinking that I might take the one on the left here. I haven't really taken that one often, so let's go for it. Alrighty. And this little baddie over here has 3 health, and then 6 health. And then down here, essentially, after the first round, we cannot defend until this bottom one is taken out. So this is 2 dice together times each other. Jeez, I'm like all over the place here. Hold on. Let me just read it. So don't listen to me until this. A die multiplied by a die must be equal to the total of one or more die. So equal to one or more. What is our mood? Lose 2 health. 1, 2. Okay. Let's get started. Some high numbers here. Actually, a lot of high numbers. Because, for example, I could take this 6 into a 3, and then I could do 2 times 3 is 6. So that would be an easy one. The rest of these, not so much. I could definitely increase divinity and then heal if I needed to, but I really want to take out that bottom one here. So I will probably take this 2. Oh, actually, hold on. What's on the back side of these again? So 5 to 2, and then 4 to 3. And yeah, none of those are great. So I'm going to take this 2 here, and I'm going to go ahead and re-roll these ones. Okay, those are way better. Because I could do 5 times 1 is 5. Put that one back here. So I know I'm going to hit it twice. And then what I could do is, that's 6, and that's 4. So I could take this 3 and turn it into a 4, and then I could take this 1 and turn it into a 4. And then I'm going to go ahead and increase my divinity by 1. And then I'm going to attack this bottom one here twice. So it's going to go from 6 down to 4. And these are going to go down. I'm going to get hit twice. 1, 2. And now I cannot defend until that bottom one is taken out. So just something to keep in mind. I get 4 hits on my next on its next attack. That's crazy. That dice literally fell off the table. Give me 1 sec. All right, so I went and grabbed my dice, fixed up the table here just a tiny bit, and grabbed a drink. Let me go ahead and roll that other die. Alrighty. These are some high numbers. Once again. I might take this 3 here and just re-roll these other dice. These are just so freaking high. Okay, much better. Much better. Let's see, I could do 1 times 3. I can't re-roll this one anymore anyway, so 1 times 3 is 3. And then 1 times 3, I can turn the 6 into a 3 over here. And then I'm probably going to need a heal because I'm going to take a lot of health damage. But I can also technically increase my divinity. I'm going to go ahead and heal, so because I'm going to get a lot of damage here. So 1, 2. And then this one's going to go down from 4 to 2. So these are all going to move down. And I get attacked 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we go again. This was a great roll. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay. I can heal by turning this 3 into a 6 or the 6 into a 3. What are the back of these? I can also increase the divinity. But again, we're going to get hit so much that I think I'm going to just do that. Turn this 3 into a 6. And let's go ahead and heal twice. Whoop, whoop. And then we attack twice, so we're going to take this bottom one out, which means next round we can go ahead and start defending again. So we take 2 hits. All right. Not as good. Not as good. We got 2 times 3. Oops, that was a 6. So 2 times 3 is 6. So that's 1. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and just re-roll these. I mean, I like the 4s because I can increase the divinity and I can heal. But I want to do my damage. I want to do my damage. Oh my gosh. It's such high numbers. Let's see. I'm looking at the bottom of these to see which ones I can... Oh, I could take this. Oops. This was a 6, so I can take the 6 and turn it into a 1. And then I could do 5 times... Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? 5 times 1 is 5, so I can do 2 attacks on the left-hand side. Because if it gets down over here, I lose a die. And if you've been watching on these playthroughs, I do not like losing dice. So I can either heal or I can increase the divinity. I'm not doing terribly with my health, to be honest, but there is one section here that I lose 3 health, and I can lose my divinity, and I had to have it up at the end of the game, but if I get it taken care of now, and I don't have to deal with it as much, I'm going to go ahead and increase my divinity. We'll see if that hurts us in the long run, or if that is helpful. So this goes from 3 to 1, and then on here, we're going to get hit twice. 1, 2. This one goes back up 2. All right. I'm going to shake these die. Okay. So 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 6 is 6. And then we got a 3 and a 5. The opposites of that. That's a 2, and that's a 4. I'm going to get hit 3 times here, so I'm very likely going to just take this 3 and turn it into a 5, and then I'm going to go ahead and heal. So we're going to heal twice. 1, 2. We're going to take out this baddie over here on this side, and then this one's going to go down here, and we're going to take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Because obviously healing twice is better than defending once, so... All right. I got to take this guy out. Let's see... 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 5 is 5. Okay. Oh, and then we can heal. Not having to manipulate a single die. I love it. So 1, 2. And then we attack it twice. Goes down to 1. And now on its turn, our divinity goes down. But I'm way okay with that. Because of all the work we've been doing with the divinity. All right, we just need to attack it once. Okay, we got 1 times 1 is 1. I like that. We can increase our divinity. Yeah. And then we can just turn this 3 into a 2. And then we can heal. And there's nothing else we need to do. So let's increase our health. Whoop, whoop. And then we increase our divinity by 1. And then we take out the baddie. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's the other die. We heal twice. 1, 2. And then we have to put in a new mood. Which one is it? Okay, and then we have to take out one of the other moods. So there's always a total of 9 in the game. Dang it, it takes out this one here, which is I can change any die to 1 face. That's a good one. Okay, so on the left, we could take a 3 plus 6 or 6 plus 3 and get 2 divinity, but we're doing pretty solid on it. The other one is the one I really like, which is whatever dice I place on here, I pretend as if there's essentially an extra die of that same face value. I like that a lot. I definitely am going to take that one. Okay, I'm going to take a quick drink break. All right, let's get that out of here. Okay. These are such cool cards. Okay, this one has all 4 dice here, so we got 5, 2, 2, and 5. What is our mood today? Nice. It's probably the best bad one we could get. Well, it is the best bad one we can get. I know that for sure. So the left side I need to increase the dice by 1. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, all that. And then the left or the right side is 3 of the same face. There's opportunities for us to lose dice, so we gotta be careful. We're gonna take out this one first because this one is gonna make us lose a die pretty quickly. So let's see what we got here. We got 3 3s, so that would be 1 damage on it without having to do anything. I can do some healing, or can I take some? Or can I give some damage too? Because I could do 1, 2, 3. and deal damage on that side. And then I could do 1, 2, and then I could take this 3 and act as if there's another 3 here. And then I'll do these, turn this 2 into a 4. And then, so this 3 is going to act as if there's another 3. So that's going to be 2 matching. So I could deal damage to this one. And then I could deal 1 damage over here because I got 1, 2, 3 on this one. So that's going to go down to a 1. Nice. I feel like that was really good. Okay. So these are going to move down. So that's going to be 1 attack, 2 attacks. And then on the next turn, we can't defend. So 1, 2. Okay. Just want to look at this tracker here. This outer one, we're going to lose a die. This inner one, we're going to lose a divinity if we can't take it out. This one, we just lose a lot of health. All right. So we got 3, 4, 5. I might change it, but just so we know. Let's see. Because we could increase divinity, which we're not in a rush to do, but I mean, obviously it's not a bad thing. And then we can do 6, 5, and then we could put this 4 over here to act as 2 4. So we could essentially do that twice and then increase our divinity, and then we can't block on this turn. Okay. Would I rather block? Or sorry, not block, heal or divinity? Because once I get my divinity close to the top, I'm not gonna have to worry about it as much. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna increase my divinity. This is gonna be 2 4s, so I get to do 1 damage on this one, and then a damage on this one. And then on its turn, it's going to deal 2 damage. 1, 2. And so we should definitely start healing now. Okay. Okay, we got 4, 5, 6. And then I just had to look over my dog's sleeping, but her tail's like smacking the floor. We got 3, 4, 5. So we could do 2 damage on this side. And then on this one, we could technically do this and give this one another damage. But I think I would rather heal, and that'll kind of break us even on this next attack. Or would it be better to deal damage on the one on the right as well? Because that's going to make a big difference, right? Are we going to be able to heal enough so that way we don't have to worry about damage as much? But dealing another damage on that one would be good. Because I don't want to finish up this round without doing a lot of healing. So if I heal for now, this is going to break even for us. I'm not going to move us up, but I'm not going to also take the damage from this because it's going to break even. We're going to hit 2 damage, but I'm going to heal twice. So we're going to be right where we're at. So this will go down. This is going to go down to 2. And then we're going to roll again. All right. Interesting numbers. Let's see, we got 4, 5, 6. So it'd be 1 attack there. Could do some healing again. But I'm not as worried because if we take out the one on the left, we just got to be able to take it out though. I have a lot of choices, and I think that's what I'm kind of taking my time here with, because we need... I want to take the one on the left out. That way it's not going to be a problem at all. because I also want to hopefully hit this one at least one time. So we got 1, 2, and then I could turn this one into a 3, and then I can do this one as 3 to hit. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so this 2 to a 3. So we're gonna be able to hit this one on the left twice, and then we're gonna have these 4s. So 2 4s here plus that 4 here. So that's gonna go down 1 on this one. So that's gonna go down to 4. This one's gonna be out, and this one's gonna go down and hit us 1 time. Okay, that makes me feel good. Okay, so we do 1 hit. We could technically turn this into a 1. That'd be 2 hits. And then I could either... Wait, hold on. That was a... Shoot. What was I going to do? Hold on. I kind of messed up. I went way too fast on that. This was something else. Okay. So I'm going to hold this off for a second. So I'm still going to manipulate it. And I don't remember what the original one was, but this 6 is going to turn into a 1. So that way that can match those. This 1 is going to turn into a 4. And then this 4 over here is going to be added as 2 4s. So I can hit this thing 3 times in one go. So it's going to drop down to a 1. And then on its turn, it's going to hit me twice. Okay. So my next goal would be to obviously hit it at least once and then heal. Okay. So I can hit that. I can heal. I can also increase my divinity as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So increase our divinity. We're going to heal twice. Boop, boop. And we're going to go ahead and take that out. And there's nothing I need with that last die. Let's go. Okay, let me reset my dice. Make sure that I'm on the right number here. We're on 8. Okay, we do 3 healing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now we get... I can flip over 2 dice instead of 1 on the opposite ends. Or I could do plus minus on 2 dice. This flip up and down has come in handy. I like it. And obviously we could take this plus minus 1 on this section and take over on the other version. That's only 1 spot. But if I keep that one out there and take this out, I'd have 3 times the options to do plus minuses on those. And I'm trying to remember what the next villain needs from us as far as being able to deal damage, because that can be a difference, right? Like if we need a lot of like certain numbers and stuff. Okay. I like the idea of doing more plus minuses. I feel like that's going to be great. And then I'll take out the flip up and down. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, hey, look who it is. It's this baddie. Okay. And this one is kind of crazy because so we can semi-choose our path, but there are certain directions that once we go a certain way, we can't go obviously backwards and we can't go up. So the lightning bolts is what we have to follow. So we have to be cautious. So for example, so both of these are going to be 6 health. But for example, I can go left and then I can go left again and then down, or I can just go straight down. Because going left will heal it, going down will hurt me, but depending on what I need and which one I'm going after is going to make a difference. So what is our mood? Cover 1 reward. You know what's funny? We have constantly added these in as we play the game and they never show up. Not to spoil previous playthroughs, but they like never show up. So this is the first time we had one of these. I'm half tempted to cover up the divinity, even though we have possibility to lose them. But I don't think we need it right now. And I think we'll play it in this capacity so we can hopefully take out this baddie. Okay. So in this one, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 in succession. Oh, I was like, what's our mood? But I already pulled that out. Okay. Whew, I'm definitely nervous. Let's get started. Okay, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see here. I also got to actually take a moment to think here to see which one of these is going to be more important to take out, because going down on that path is going to also make a difference. And I'm almost thinking... So I like the way they played this, because if I try to go after the one on the left first, I'm gonna be hit with a lot more health early on, but then it's gonna heal faster. But this one over here isn't gonna be as bad, but the left one has like, I'm gonna lose my die and all that stuff as well too. Like, this is scary stuff, guys. Because that is going to make a difference on which one I go after first. Let me also see where I'm at here. So I can attack twice, because I can do 1, 2, do plus minus on this one and plus minus on this one to do 1, 2, 3, 4, which I'll probably do. So let's just do that. Because if I can hit twice, like, that's nice. Because I'm going to take 2 damage on my next turn. So 1, 2. And then if I have this one go down here, that's 3 damage. Yikes. But that left side just seems so much more difficult. So we're going to do that. We're going to take this from a 6 down to a 4. And then it's going to move on these trackers here. So it's going to be 2 hits. 1, 2. Okay. Let's roll again. Yeah. Oh, I also just realized I could have one of these be 2 dice, and then I could use one of the physical dice to block. Now I know better. Let's see. Let's see. We got 4, 5, 6. We got 5, 6. We would need... I could take a 6 and turn it into a 3, but my thing is, how do I get the next... Oh, I could take this one and turn it into a 3 as well. So 6 into a 3. And I'm going to take this 6 and turn it into a 3. And then this 4, I'm going to act as 2 4s. And then I'm going to go ahead and defend. That's a great turn. Great job, Danish. Great job. Okay. So this one's going to go take 2 more damage. And then which way are we going? So this one would be advantageous to move to the left, because it'll heal, but it can't go higher than 6 anyways. But if it goes down, that's 1 more turn faster to get to the bottom. So this one could go this way. This one, I could either have it heal, or I could take 3 damage, which I can technically do. Oh, actually, no, this one's going to be out. Sorry. Right? Hold on. I hit it twice, and then I hit it twice. Okay, yeah. No, it's still got to move. I was like, that's impossible. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 hits, but I only take 2 damage because I have a shield. Okay. Look at us go. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. I could take this one out, act as 2 2s, and then I could block. So I could take this one out. And then this one is going to go down I mean, it could go on either direction, but I'm going to have it go down here. It's going to heal. It's going to attack me once, but I get to block it. Okay. Alrighty. That was a good turn. I like it. Okay. I got 3, 4, 5. I guess we could do 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could definitely hit it one time. We can't increase our divinity. We cannot increase our divinity if we wanted to. I can make this into a 2. We have the 4, and I can make this into a 5, and then we can act as 2 3s and hit it again. And then I can block. And then that way this one could go down to the... Well, it could go to the right. And I only take 1 hit. Okay, so let's increase this here to 2. This 4 to a 5. And then this 3 is going to act as 2 3s. So it's going to go down from 6 to 4. So we hit it twice. And then we're going to go to the right because the lightning bolt is pointing in that direction. So we're going to get hit 1 time out of the 2 because we have some defense. Okay. Okay, we got, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can hit 1 time. We got a 2. We also got, okay, so we could do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we could do, so we can have the 4 be 2 4s. And then we can do +1 on this 3. And then we can block. I want to heal, but when we can hit, I kind of like the idea of hitting. So this 4 is going to be 2 4s. And so we can hit this twice. So it's going to go down to a 2. And then we're going to have it go to the right. It's going to heal 1 because on the left, it's going to hit us twice and we don't want to do that. So it's going to heal 1. So it's going to go to 3. And then it's going to attack, but we get to defend against that. Okay. Alrighty, what do we got? I do not like this roll. Yeah, this is not the greatest roll. I like the idea of healing on this next turn if I can, and definitely defending if I can as well. And maybe just hitting it 1 time if I can. I'm not locking these in yet, so we'll wait. So we got 6. We can make this into a 5 and this into a 3. So it could be 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're going to do that. So let's go 5. Let's go 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. We can defend, and then we can heal twice. And... or is that... am I running into that same problem as last time? I just want to make sure. No, I want to do that. Okay. So we're going to hit this once. We're going to go ahead and heal twice before I forget. 1, 2. And then it's going to go down here, and it's not going to hit us because we got the shield. Okay. Let's see. Because on my next turn, I'm thinking, let it take away one of my divinities for now. Or if I can hit it twice here, I can just get it done with. Oh, nice. Without having to manipulate a die, I can definitely hit that first one there. I think we got it. But I like the idea of being able to heal too, so let me see if I can make this work. So if I took, let's see, can I even do that? Is that mathematically possible to heal and, or should I take away a divinity? Because if I turn this into a 3, I'll be here. I could take this 4 and make it 2 4s. And then I would just have 1 1, which I couldn't do anything with. But I feel like that would be better than losing a divinity. But then I can't heal. So my choice is either attack twice, but no healing, or attack once, heal 2, lose a divinity, which I'm going to have to do on the next round. I think we're going to go ahead and turn this into a 3. So a 2 to a 3. And this 4 is going to act as 2 4s. And then I can't do anything with this 1. Just double checking. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. This is intense. Okay, what do we get? All right, we get 3 heals. 1, 2, 3. And we get an extra die, which puts us at 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, just double checking. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we get, let me put this back over here. I'll have to shuffle that too. So we also get our last of the baddies, which this one, if it shows up, we lose 2 dice. And then the ability to gain 1 extra die in this game is now out. Holy crap. That's crazy. Okay, so our options here are we get to put any dice down and defend. And we don't have to lose any other powers, which is great, by the way. So we can put 1 dice here and defend twice. We can spend a 6 die and heal twice. Or spend a 5 die and increase our divinity by 1. These are great powers. Man, this would be great to have earlier in the game. But coming into the last round here, I'm really scared about our health. I'm not as worried about our divinity. We're only down 1. I'm assuming I actually never gotten to the last labor. So spoiler alert if you haven't seen the other playthroughs. I still recommend watching them because they're so fun, but I have not gotten to this point yet. So would defending with 1 die be better? Because it's any die, I get to defend twice. Better than healing 2 with a 6. Because not every turn is going to, I assume, not have an attack. So healing would, I feel like, be better. Plus, if there are any spots where I can't defend against, the healing is going to be in better shape. Now, granted, it is requiring a 6, but I can manipulate any die, and I could turn 3s into 6s, and I could do pluses on dice too. So I think that'll be better for us. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one here. All right, I gotta remember to flip up the mood, but I wanna bring out the baddie here first. All right. Oh my gosh. Is this the right way? Hold on. Which way is that? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Things are going to be like having to move around here. So let's move this here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm kind of scared. Okay. So there are 3 sections, it looks like. Yeah. It looks like there's 3. Holy smokes. This is crazy. Wait, before I forget, let me flip over the mood. I had to cover up 1 reward. So I can't cover up the divinity because I need it. I think my best odds here are going to be to probably block the plus minus on the 1 die. Or the 2 dice to heal twice. Because now we have the 6 die to heal twice. But if we take a lot of hits, which by the way, looking at this, we are going to be getting a lot of hits here as well. Wow, man. Okay, so we're still got to decide, but it looks like both of these are going to say the dice altogether have to equal up to that 18. Yeah, a combination of dice that add up to exactly the number shown. So it has to be exactly 18 facing on the dice. Cover up on a reward. To be honest, this is better than losing 2 dice. Remember that mood went in there? Losing 2 dice in this round would just be a death sentence. This I don't feel is like a death sentence to us. We just need to make the right choice on what we cover up. We can't cover up the 1 dice to 2 because we could turn a 6 into a 12 with just this. That's too powerful. We need the divinity because there's also times we're going to lose it. So we need to have the divinity available. The 3 to a 6 is going to be important because we need to be able to turn 3s into 6s again for the higher number. Man. Being able to turn any dice into anything else is more powerful than the +-1. And we already have 2 sections here for +-1. So I think that's the one we're going to have to cover up for the remainder of the game. Cheers to the 10th labor, or the 12th labor, sorry. Did I say 10th earlier? I think I said 10th earlier. To the 12th labor. This is our first time here. I think I'm going to cry a little bit if we end up losing here as well, getting all the way to this portion of the game. But nonetheless, if we lose, we will champion on, and we will lose with dignity if that's the case. But we're going to go into this with everything we got. We have essentially half health. We just need to bring up our divinity, hopefully by 1. Obviously, it's going to take it down here throughout the tracker here. But before I roll my dice, I want to make sure, let's see what we got. Going down on the left side, we're going to lose some health. Can't defend, lose some health, lose divinity, health, increase for the baddie, lose a die, health, and then increases its health. On the middle one here, it's health, increases its health, lose divinity, health. Okay. This side here, it's damage. Well, I guess health, double health. Up here, this one, by the way, if it gets over here, it pushes all the other dice up 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It pushed that one up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it pushed that one up there. So this one's very dangerous in the context of having that land over there for it. So we definitely don't want that to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So the middle one here has less track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For death. Death comes for us all. But the middle one is the one that doesn't have the option to lose our dice. Oh my God. I'm taking some time here. I mean, this is the last one, so I gotta be very cautious with which way we go. Because this outer one landing over here is just going to be torture. But the fact that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't lose more dice and have the other ones move forward. I think I'm going to take the outer rim one first, and then the middle, and then the last one on the left. Oh my gosh. Oh, let me double check. We're supposed to start with 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. All right, big money. Okay, so we have a 6, a 5. And remember, it has to be exactly 18. We could turn a 3 into a 6. Before I do that, because I can also be healing, right? I'm going to need a heal. Man, this is intense. I know I could take this 6 and turn it into 2 6s. And it's funny, this 6 to heal twice is such a high number too, now that I realize I got to spend that. I can increase my divinity, which I'm going to have to do anyway, so I'm going to keep those there for now. So we got 6. That's 11. I can make that a 6 by a +1. And that would be 1 damage, right? So it'd be +1, +1, or plus this. So that'd be 6 and 6. So that would be, so we already get one hit. Shoot, which one did I say we're going to go after? The outer one? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we'd have 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'd have 2 more. Yeah, that middle one is just so much shorter. Okay. I could turn one of these into anything. I can also heal. And then I could take this 6 and make it a double 6. So I would need 2 more 6s. So if I did this one into like a 6, maybe I re-roll the rest of these first. So, but if I take this, if I re-roll with this 6, I cannot manipulate it again. So I got to be careful. So I think I'll take this 3. So I can't manipulate the 3 again? Oh, that's right, yeah. I'm going to take the 4, and I'm going to roll these dice. Nice. Okay. So I got that one. I could turn this 3 into a 6. So how many would I have? I'd have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and then I could take this one to be another one. So I could do 2 damage. I can increase my divinity, and I can heal. Oh, what a great start. Okay, so let's increase our divinity. So we are currently at the max. We're going to increase our health by 2. Whoop, whoop. And then we have 1 attack here. And then we have this 6, and then this 6 is 2 6s. So that's 18. Now I'm back to like, which one do I want to actually damage? Because this one's going to be healing quite a bit than the other 2. So if I don't take this one out first, it's going to be harder to attack. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Why do they do this to me? Okay, so we're going to take this down to a 4. Oops. Okay, so all of them are going to move down. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3 hits. 1, 2, 3 hits. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. I do not like this roll. This is not a good roll. Oops. Shoot, what was that? I'm pretty sure it was a 2. I could turn this into a 6. That would be a guarantee. I'm going to have to re-roll the rest of these. That's garbage. If I had to keep one of them, should I just keep the 5? I won't be able to manipulate it again, though. I don't need to increase my divinity. I'm going to choose to re-roll all but the 5. Oh, wait, hold on. Dang it. Because I could take this 5 into a 6. There was a 4 in there. I'm going to hold on to the 4. Yikes-a-mundo. Okay, so we have this 5 can turn into a 6, so that would be at least 3 6s, so that would be 1. I can heal with these 2. Man, that other +1 would come in real good hand right now. Let's see. I almost might as well re-roll the 2 and the 4. Let me take this out for a second. I'm going to re-roll this 2 and this 4 because they're just such low numbers. Not much better. Okay. That was not a great turn for me. I can make this into 2 5s, so that'd be 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, but I couldn't heal then. And I will get 3 hits, which I could technically take, but then I can't defend on my following turn, so I'd have to heal, but I could deal 2 damage. And I want to deal 2 damage. I want to. But let me... Okay, so these 2 would be 2 6s. And then this would turn from a 3 to a 6. So that'd be 1 hit, and then, 5. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, hold on. What was it? Oh, I would turn this into 2 5s. So that'd be 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Or 10, 14. I could defend on this turn anyway, so that would be fine. That doubled up. I can also put one of the only ones I can still manipulate are the ones, and I could turn one of the ones into a 6 or whatever number I want. But I don't know if that's going to matter. Well, I guess I can heal. Because that'd be 10, 14, 18. So it'd be 10, 14, 18. And then I can heal. Oh, no, I can't. I'd have to turn this one into... So that'd be equal out the same. So I can heal twice, and then I can defend one of those attacks. Let's do that. Oh, man. I am so nervous here. Okay, so let's move all these over. So that's going to be one attack. I'm going to heal twice. Whoop, whoop. Okay, and then we got 2 5, so that's 10, 14, 18, so that's another attack. So this is going to go down from 4 to 2, and then these are all going to move. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3 hits, and then a shield for the following turn. So we are going to get hit only twice because we have our shield. 1, 2. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh, come on. I do not like this. I could turn this 3 into a 6. I could do what I did last time, and I could take a 5 and have it act as another 5, or I can just do a reroll, which might be my best option right now. But if I use a 5 to reroll, I can't manipulate it again to be 2 5s. But I think if I were gonna have to not be able to manipulate a dice again, I think it would be better for it to be the 4. Just because if I did need to manipulate a dice again after the rerolls, it'd be better for me to manipulate a 5 than a 4. And I'll keep this one. Okay. Go ahead and reroll those. Okay, there we go. So we got a 6. So we can take this 6 and have it be 2 6s plus this one over here. So that'd be 1 hit. I got some low numbers here. So let's see. We have, so that'd be 10. Jeez. 10, and then I could take this one and be a 6, 16, 17, 18, and then I can't defend. But what can I do with this one? I can re-roll it. I might actually re-roll the ones before I do anything with this one here. Okay, so let me just re-roll these 2 ones. Dang it. What is with constantly getting these low numbers? Okay. So I was thinking, so if this was a 6, well, if I turn this into a 6, that would be 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then I could defend. So I can hit twice. And then, oh, I can't defend. Hold on. I think it was those 2 that we rolled. Right? Yeah. This is what gets a little tough, was like, which ones did we roll? Because I also have the plus minuses here, so we can maybe do something like that, but yeah, because we only had 1 3 earlier, so that would be the second 3. Actually, I think that was so I did forget. That is my bad. I should have kept the ones I re-rolled back on here, but I'm almost certain it was still low numbers. Because I think it was a 1 and a 3 or 2, and then I rolled and it was a 3 and a 1. Okay. Because, yeah, I can go up here. So if this is 6, that'd be 11, 15, 16, 17. So I'd need this to at least be a +1, but that doesn't matter. So I could turn that into a 6. So I got the 1 hit here. I can't manipulate these dice anymore. I'm just trying to see if I can maybe do a heal at least. That would be good. Okay, so I know I'm going to turn that into a 6. I know I'm going to have to turn this 1 into a 6. But I'm going to leave it upside like that for now. That one I just have to, because that'll be 1 hit for sure. I can't manipulate these 2 dice anymore, and I can't manipulate this one, but I need to try to get 2 of the same face so I can deal damage. So I'm trying to see, can I take one of these? Or not deal damage, sorry, heal from my damage. Can I take these and somehow still make these here work? So I got, that would be 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then this one I could just manipulate to a 3. Okay, I could do it. So a 6 into a 1. Or 1 to a 6. This 3 or 2 into a 3. Put it on this side so I know that I only used one of them. This one, and then these 2 I can do some healing with. So this would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of dice. Okay, and then this one's acting as 3, so I get to do 2 damage here. I get to heal twice. Whoop, whoop. And then they get to take their turn, which means I take, 2 hits on this side and 2 hits on this side. So I take 4 hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang it. Okay, so I could defend again. This one on the right, if it gets to this spot here, is going to force this other dice to move forward. Okay. Okay. There we go. We got some good numbers here. So we could technically hit once for sure. Turn a 3 into a 6. I could do some healing. Oh, my divinity is going to go down. So I can't increase it this turn, but it's going to go down next turn. Yeah, I could do some healing if I needed to. I might just even re-roll the rest of these or keep the 5s because that's 10 right there. Hold on. 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then I would just have a 2. But I couldn't heal. Oh, I could take these 2 5s and make them as 6s. And then I could take this 1 and make it a 6. So that'd be 2 attacks. Is there any way... And I could defend because I'm going to get hit once, but is there any way I can... I want to try to heal. I'm going to continue to guarantee my hit. Man, that +/- 1 that got covered would be real handy right now. I can move one of those dice. So I could take one of these. I mean, it doesn't matter which one mathematically. They're all going to be the same odds. I could just re-roll these 2 dice. So I couldn't change the 3 anymore. Let's see what we get. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So we did those 2. And I can just choose to re-roll these ones. And see if we get a match. Yeah. I'm hoping if I can get like a 1 or a 3, and then I can take whatever other one was Just switch it over to that any. Nice. Okay, so I know I can use that for the heal then, or I can do, so that'd be 1 hit right there, 2 hits. Man, I was actually, oh, can I do 3 hits? 3 hits. That would be nice. Okay, so 3 to a 6, this 1 to a 6. I'm so angry. I'm just like, I'm gonna do this. 5 to a 6 and a 5 to a 6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this one is 3, and then this I can go ahead and just block, which is the best thing I can do. Like, that's incredible. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna take the one over here. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. We got to really think about this. First off, I did not think with that original roll we were going to be able to attack 3 times. So on the left-hand side here, we're going to lose some divinity. No matter what, we're going to take the hit on the next step, right? But we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here we lose a die. On the right side, it's only 1, 2, 3, and then we lose a die. But then this one forces this tracker to go up 1 as well. So let me just match them up and see where it would be at that point. So from here, this pushes it over 1 extra. And then it would be doomp, doomp, doomp. So this side, we would get 1 more opportunity. So if we don't heal on this side, or sorry, if we don't attack this side, it's going to not go up any further than it is. But if we do attack it 3 times, it goes back up. So I think we're going to go on this left side over here. So we're going to drop this down 3. And then here, it's going to lose the divinity. Oh. And then this side, it's going to heal and then attack, but we get to block that. So now we do have to make sure we get our divinity back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we definitely got 1 attack in. We turn this 3 into a 6, and then we could turn these 2 5s into a 6. So that's 2 attacks. And then what else we got? We could do some healing, which will kind of break even for that next turn. But is there a way we can hit it 1 more time? 1 more time. I could turn this 1 into, or maybe hold on to that one. I could turn this 2 into a 6 and then heal again. So we could actually heal 4 times in this turn, which will just help us long term, but we're going to end up losing that die. There's no way around it. I just want to make sure, is there a way? Because what is this total? So that's 5. So if we turn that into a 6, that'd be 11, 12, 13, 14. Because that would turn into the 6. I could also choose to put this 5 here and just re-roll these 3. I think that'll just be best. Okay. So we got 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh. Healing, that would have been 4 heals. So, this is a different route, but I'm very much in the mindset of let's just take these truckers out when we can. Because they have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's going to be 1 hit of pure. These 5s turns into 6s. This 3 turns into a 6. So we got 1 hit here, 2 hits here, and then these are 3 6s. And we get to take out the one on the left. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the one on the right, now we just cannot defend on this next turn, which is totally fine. But the next turn from this, it is going to lose 1 of our die, irregardless of what we do. We also got to increase our divinity. Yikes. Okay. I do not like these numbers. I do not like them at all. We're going to have to be re-rolling here because these are not great. I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to hold on to the 5 and re-roll the rest? Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Okay, so we got 2 4s, so we can increase our divinity because we need it. And we're not going to lose it again, so this will be the last time we need to do that. And let's see here. We can increase these 2. And then we can... So that would be... Hold on. 1, 2, 3. And then... I'm looking at my health. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can take the rest of the hits, so I don't have to worry about healing anymore. So this is 2 6s. This would be the third. These would turn into 2 6s, so that'd be 12. And then these 2 would be another hit. And then there's nothing else I can really do, and that's fine at this point. I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, again, I don't have to heal anymore. So 5 to 6, 5 to 6. Okay, this 1 goes into a 6. Okay, so this is going to be 3 hits right here. And then that's right over here. Yep, that's another hit. And then we're going to increase our divinity, which, again, we needed to do it anyways. So this is going to go down to 4. And now on its turn, we do take out a die for the remainder of this labor. So the next step is not going to do anything against us because there are no more dice. So we're good there. Ooh. Okay, I like this. So I'm going to put this one up here. So this is already 1 attack. We could turn this 5 into a 6, so that would be, we just need 1 more. So we could turn this 1 into a 6. And then we could just reroll the rest. But before I do that, I might as well actually just reroll even this 1 by using this 6 that I'm not going to otherwise manipulate. So let's just do that. Nice. Okay. So we have 1, 2, and then this will be the third one over here. And then what else can we do? Just want to see if there's a possibility. I can increase this one to a 6. I can make this a 6. I can re-roll that one. Man, that plus -1 would come in such good hands right now. I mean, because no matter what, even if I turn this into a 6, right, that would be 6 plus 5, that's 11. And then plus that, that's 16. So that's just still wouldn't work. So our only chance would be increasing this one. Doesn't matter which one. Turning this 1 into a 6 and then just re-rolling this 1. And if that turns into a 6, we can do 3 damage in 1 turn. Because defending is not going to do anything. Increasing our health isn't going to matter anymore. Oh, let's go. Dang. Okay. Well, we tried. Okay, so +1, +1. So that's 1 hit right there. Turn this 1 into a 6. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter at that point because we have our 2 here. I couldn't heal twice. I'm just going to go ahead and do it at that point because of that 6. So, whoop, whoop. All right, and we're going to deal 2 damage. So it's going to go from 4 down to 2. And then next up doesn't do anything because all the other dice are gone. But if they were still on the board, they would be moved up 1 spot. All right, team. I think we might have this. I don't want to get too excited yet. So we gotta keep going. Okay. So we could turn this 3 into a 6. We could turn these into 6s. And then I'm thinking we just re-roll the rest. But which one? Because that's 1 hit. We're going to get hit twice. Guess it's not going to really matter which one. So let's just go ahead and re-roll these ones. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we can take that 6 and make it into 2 of them. And then we could take this 1 and turn it into a 6. But is that going to help? Oh, we can re-roll these 2 dice. Okay, that's what we were going to do. Because that'll be 6 plus 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so we're going to need to have these. But actually what I'm going to do is roll each one of these one at a time, because if depending on what this rolls, we might not want to change that 1. Okay, that was a 3. So what are we at now? So let me change these ones, because I know I'm going to do these ones for sure. So from a 6 or a 3 to a 6. So that's 3 of them right here. So that's 1 hit. And then this one is going to turn into a 6. Oh, that's all of it. Oh, because I have the double over here. I forgot about that double. Wait, no, hold on. Dennis, you got too excited. Hold on. My B. Hold on. I got way too excited. Because we got these 2 up here and then these 2 here. So, oh, we actually got it. We still do have it because that's 6 right here. That's why I didn't want to roll this last die, because in case we needed that, like if this was a 2, I didn't want to roll that 1 ahead of time. So right there. So that's 6 plus 6 plus another 6. That's going to be 18. And then that's going to be, actually I got more than I needed. Oh, I was right ahead of time. I didn't even need that. Get out of here. All right. So that's going to be 1 hit right there. And we are going to have our second hit with those being 2 additional 6s, or an additional 6 over here. So that's going to be 18 plus 18. We could do the damage. Yes. Yes. Let's flip this over. Let's see our winnings here. Get out of here. Look at all these. Get out of here. Let's build this. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was incredible. And what's really funny is in this playthrough, we had some really bad beginning sessions, and this continuation got us to the ascension. I can't even say the word. I'm just too excited. Oh my gosh, we did it. We did good on our health. We got our divinity all the way to the very top that we needed to. We made it through. I don't feel like we made it through battered and bruised. I think we did a great job. We had our health in a good level. We had the right amount of dice. The moods were in our favor. We did it, folks. Let me know in the comments down below if you thought we were going to finally make it, or where you thought we were going to end up landing. And let me know what your thoughts are on the game as a whole. Did you enjoy these playthroughs? Did you enjoy this series? I'll probably end up bringing this back maybe sometime in the future. I have a few other games to end up going through and doing some solo playthroughs. So we'll definitely bring this back to the table at some point as well. If you do want to pick up Hercules and the 12 Labors, I'll have a link for you in the show notes down below. You can go ahead and check out. That does help support me out as well. And what I'll go ahead and do is toss up another playthrough over here for you to go ahead and check out.